let's just say we picked Lone Star was the bank.
Okay.
Although we got Tanya saying America's Credit Union in Texas offers 10.99. What was my Lone Star? Was it 10% flat? I think it was 10% flat for Lone Star. Let me just take one more look. So we'll.
So you won't go with Randolph then
No,
at
I already
11.
beat them. I already beat
Got it.
Randolph. The only reason why I would go with Randolph is if I talk to Lone Star and the max credit line that they give is $5,000, some low number,
Got it.
5,000, 10,000. But Randolph does 30,000. So the chances
Right.
of me getting approved for a bigger credit line to solve for the investment that you're trying to make, that's gonna, help. The more credit, more capital we have, ideally the better that will be. Let me ask this: with the property that you're building, is there a time limit, or like how much of the work has been done? Is it just like bought the land, we're building on it? What stage are we at?
No, actually, we're in project number 4. The next will be windows, and the pretty stuff is what needs to be done. And that's what $40,000 will finish it up.
Got it. So
And I can
you've
start
got
making
four
money.
walls. You've got 4 walls and land,
Oh yeah,
basically.
it's up.
Okay. Wonderful.
It's roof. It's the roof. It has a room. It's a painting 2 rooms extra, but I just built 1 room for right now. Um,
Nice.
but I think 40 to 50,000 just in case something goes wrong will complete the whole construction with the tiles and all the pretty stuff inside.
Wonderful. Okay. So again, we've got our marching orders. The PLOC is our goal. That's our focus. We're not going to waste any time anywhere else with any other bank. We're probably going to go with Lone Star unless you do a little more research. If you can find a bank that offers a lesser rate than 10% with a
Got it.
max credit limit, preferably above 15,000. Even if I get approved for less, say 5 or 7, every 6 months to a year, typically, I can just simply apply for a credit line increase.
Got it.
For you, we really only need about 5K, because my Amex credit card is going to expire in July, and to avoid paying 25, 29% interest over there, if I could be at 10 or less on the PLOC, I can move that 3248 that I owe, right? I can move that
Got it.
3248, move it right in here. We create cash flow on the 500. Meanwhile, in the background, this balance is getting knocked down because you're paying that 1251 each month. And that's really the bulk of our cash flow. So technically we have way more cash flow than this 136. It's all getting eaten up right here. And again, if I can get a PLOC by July or sooner for say 10K, 2/3 of that chunk amount would be $6,600. If I'm going to gain 500 here, I can also knock out these 3 things over here. So get 90, 25, and 25. So another 140-ish, 40, 50, 90, yeah, 140 bucks of cash flow right here, recaptured. And these small balances, they're going to come down slowly over the next couple months, but that would be part of my chunk amount. 15, 17. Okay, so yeah, we're almost like 2,000-ish, and then 3,000. So this and this pretty much makes up close to my chunk amount, and then you would be experiencing velocity banking for the first time, right? Getting it rocking and rolling. You're gonna get used to money in, money out, the bank, right? You're just gonna get accustomed to that process. Meanwhile, you're gonna still keep paying the monthly minimum payment on that card with Chase. So there's no money being sent over here right now because we just don't have it, right? So it's, in my opinion, that's something that is a project that just needs to wait. These are the problems in front of me right now that if I'm in your shoes, this is how I would want to handle it. And in addition, it seems like we also have an advantage, which is time. As you mentioned, you work part-time and you did start an LLC, and maybe you're looking at ways to produce more income outside of W-2, correct?
Correct.
So that is where coaching would come into play, which is something I'm willing to do with you now that you were present with me here. You gathered your numbers. You're watching the content. This is all I ask of my audience to do, and 90% of them don't do it. So you're the 10% that filled out the spreadsheet. You literally joined my course an hour ago. I have the evidence. Literally, I just looked up your name and saw you joined an hour ago. And then you got the email. You're like, shoot, let me join in. I'm available. Boom. Now we're here.
Pretty much.
Now we're here. We just spent 30 minutes doing this. We got a little bit of a game plan. I'm going to send you my calendar link. We'll jump on a one-to-one, completely free. You just have to finish the rest of the steps. That'll help me, best prepare for our call. And we will be on our way. How do you feel?
Awesome.